great game. Their second leading scorer, one of the best players on this team, was a game day decision with a lower leg injury, and she is not quite ready to go. So Alabama playing their third game in 7 days, all without Essence Cody, one of their most important pieces.
Well, the nice thing if you're a Bama fan is the play of Naomi Jones, who subbed in at that 5 position. She's been good on the glass, good on defense, but they need some offense as well today.
Diana Collins, who's been a little bit slow over the last couple games, had a scoring spurt in the previous 7, is on the board to start the game. Tennessee, just for the second time this year, uses a repeat starting 5. These 5 started the third game of the year together against UT Martin.
And a lot of the scouting report was going to Cooper. They know that she's the catalyst for this offense. Ball's in her hand, or Pauldo, the point guard, so much of the game.
First 3 on the way. This is a Tennessee team that's going to take a lot of three-pointers, a nice rebound.
Well, keys for Alabama against this Tennessee team. They've got to take care of the ball. They've got to limit second chance opportunities for Tennessee. And Christy Curry told me she feels like there's more pressure on their offense than their defense here this afternoon.
The shot clock violation, seeing this system by Tennessee and Kim Caldwell. What do you feel like that does for a team now playing them for the second time in this system?
Well, it doesn't matter what I think. It's what these opposing coaches think. And we asked Christy Curry about that, and she said there's definitely a learning curve that we've overcome facing them a year ago. And even watching them practice yesterday, the little tidbits that they were doing in terms of how to handle the run and jump.
Talaysia Cooper's first 3 falls. She missed, was hit in the head with a ball in shoot-around. Long ball misses. Here comes Janiah Barker for Tennessee and the very talented freshman Mia Pauldo, who has been excellent over the last couple games, averaging 22 points per game. Mid-range jumper from Barker off the rim. It's a great offensive rebounding team, and there is Carly Weathers to corral it for Alabama.
Big point of emphasis for Alabama. They didn't feel like they won the 50-50 balls against Auburn already. Carly Weathers should get an assist for that.
That's wins over Kentucky, at Missouri, and that tough rivalry loss at Auburn just a few days ago.
And I don't think Carly Weathers gets enough credit for what she does. She's undersized, playing the 4. She's usually smallest post player on the floor. She just does a little bit of everything for the Crimson Tide.
Deep 3 on the way. Splashes home from Jessica Timmons.
And Alabama falling back into their 2-3 matchup. They want to keep the ball out of the paint against this Tennessee team. Why? Tennessee obviously wants to get to the rim, or they want to shoot threes. And how they get the threes is usually off a dribble penetration kick out.
Cooper inside, rims off. And here comes Collins. Going quickly for Weathers. She hits it. Timeout, Kim Caldwell. Alabama out of the gates quickly.
They're 3-1 in SEC play when they win the paint points. Something to continue to watch. The other thing that was really important in the first little bit is Alabama was out rebounding Tennessee. Kim Caldwell hangs her hat on and demands from her team that they win the boards.
Another long ball on the way from Alabama. Long rebound. Collins tracks it down.
Tennessee's just not matching up quickly out of transition. They're running to the paint, and Alabama's stopping at the 3. Again, a 4-guard lineup for Alabama out here.
Great move from Collins. Robertson dishes it inside. Barker spinning. Block shot.
She's finally healthy. Her timing on rim protection has been so good this season.
3 blocks in the game at Auburn. New 5 on the floor for Tennessee. Latham was blocked. That's a shot clock violation on another defensive possession. Well, Weathers gets it naturally. Her dad played 19 years in the MLB. Her brother Ryan is a 5-year veteran now. Just traded a few days ago from the Marlins to the Yankees. They go inside, and great defensive rotation, but a foul called against Tennessee's Denia Prawl. Jones, a 57% free throw shooter. You see her numbers when she starts versus when she comes off the bench. All 7 starts.
Again, it's numbers aren't going to tell the full story. Her defensive presence has been so key in Alabama here at SEC play. Well, you know, we talk about the pace of play of Alabama. It's not purposeful. It's not like they're trying to go deep shot clock every time. They're just working the ball, being very patient to get high percentage looks.
Tennessee misses the layup, but gets it right back. Alyssa Latham lays it in, the junior from Glenwood, Illinois.
And so that's an example where Tennessee, make or miss, is going to get in the press. You've got to be strong with rebounds, and you've got to see the defense before you make the pass. Here's the jump again, this time by Cooper.
Timmons in trouble, and it is right at 20, and they do say a 10-second violation. They'll take the dead ball over the live ball turnover.
Absolutely. Again, now you can get subs in. Now you can get your defense set if you're Alabama.
Ace Austin, the talented freshman from right here in the state of Alabama, is one of those subs. How about that finish by Janiah Barker? Somehow gets that to go. The starting lineup is concerned. Has started the last 3 now, 12 total starts. Nice response from Tennessee, but now at the other end, Jones has her shot disrupted.
Jones didn't need the shot fake there. She had the shot cleanly. One thing I thought was key was how would Tennessee start? In SEC play, they are plus 10 in the first quarter. Alabama in recent games has been really slow out of the gate in SEC play. So you got to believe some of this is Tennessee coming off the bye. Just got to get their legs back under them, because that's when Tennessee wants to come and jump you.
Defense on Timmons inside by Jada Civil. Weathers now into the paint, spinning, fading, and can't get the roll. Nice offensive rebound, and it just rolls off for Jones. Can't get the first. Are we back, Pat? Triple header. Back-to-back losses for Texas at LSU and at South Carolina this week.
I gotta believe they watched the Auburn game. They saw what that did to Alabama.
Tennessee shooting just 25% from the field, 4 of 16 in this first quarter against a very good Alabama defense. A mismatch inside, good position by Spearman, and a nice feed to her.
Tennessee switching those screens. Alabama's got to make sure they're looking to slip.
Ace Austin hits her first attempt from long range. So 5.9 Tennessee, and to take the last shot. Going inside, Spearman, great hands, and a better finish over Jones. And Tennessee, after a very slow start, finds themselves just a possession behind.
There's no essence, Cody. This is the third game for Alabama during a 7-day span. They got back from Missouri a little after midnight on Monday night. Went down to Auburn, late game, got back here to Tuscaloosa at 2 a.m. Friday morning, and then an early tip here this morning. Eager to see what does Alabama have in the tank.
Sounds like your travel schedule, and you're ready to go always. No excuses.
These young ladies are much more fit and younger than I am.
Cooper, mid-range shot from Talaysia Cooper goes. She averages 15 a game to lead the Lady Vols.
Well defended by Tennessee. There should have been a handoff to Ace Austin coming in, but Tennessee defended it well.
A hand on it from Cooper and a turnover. Here's Talaysia Cooper, who pulls up and textbook off the glass. Timmons and Jones didn't play a year ago. A lot of unknowns entering the season for Alabama that have been answered in a positive way.
And Chucky, I came to a practice late in February last year, and even with those 3 first-round draft picks that Christy Curry lost.
Pauldo going baseline, steps through, Barker wings it across, extra pass. Great defense from Alabama. 3, good! Civil knocks it down. Jada Civil, one of a very talented group of freshmen that Kim Caldwell.
She's been remarkable the last 8 games. Mia, that is. And then Civil has so much upside. So athletic, so explosive.
Pauldo, 3 on the way, right on cue. She was the number 1 in their class as far as who came to Tennessee. They hit it earlier, but it was a foul against Tennessee that saved them. That time the Lady Vols ready. Pauldo jumps the pass, ends up committing the foul on Collins.
It's not just like she's looking for shots, because she is setting the table for her teammates, and she has been just a disruptor on the other end of the floor.
We'll take a seat on the bench. Both Pauldo twins on the bench right now. Deep 3 is no good from Timmons. Tennessee running with Barker. It's taken away from behind. 3-on-2 the other way. Timmons pressing. The three is just off the mark. Weathers couldn't get the roll. She had a really good start on the boards and hit her first shot.
We say it again, Tennessee goes deep into their bench, and they're playing at a high pace. What will Alabama have? And especially Carly Weathers, who's doing so much. She's handling the ball. She's playing out of position. She's defending. How long can Carly go here this afternoon will be key for Alabama.
Great baseline pass, then the skip. Three is good. Barker again has hit a couple of those. 8 points for Barker, 8 points, 5 rebounds, and a great start for the senior from Marietta, Georgia. Weathers has the answer. 3 busloads of people from her hometown of Loretto, Tennessee, which is about 150 miles straight north of Tuscaloosa. It's a 3-hour drive, Christy. They didn't hop in the bus and go 45 minutes. They went for a little road trip.
It's the love for Carly Weathers from her hometown, and it's tremendous, and she deserves it. Every year they've picked either this Tennessee or Vanderbilt game to pay homage to the state of Tennessee.
Weathers just off the mark from 3. Nice offensive rebound by Timmons. Timmons' mid-range shot goes.
Timmons turned that ball over possession before last and immediately looked at the bench, and everyone on the bench was like, it's okay, you've got this. Nice response by the veteran player for Alabama.
Tennessee looking for an answer, no. Saved in by Barker right to Timmons. And now Alabama the other way, 5-on-4. Timmons back almost to the same spot and same result. Jessica Timmons has 7 points to lead the charge for the Crimson Tide. Spearman. Barker blocked from behind. Barker a second time scores it. 5 to shoot. Weathers driving on Civil. Good defense. 2 to shoot. Contested 3. Almost banked it in. That was Collins on the shot.
Spearman had the seal on her defender. Was going to have an easy 2.
Spearman across the paint. A lot of contact. Latham lays it in.
The way Alabama has played in SEC play, I am not surprised at all. They came out here battling this evening. Great drive by Scott. They're also good in terms of three-point defense, the 30th in the country in terms of that. And then it's just been able to hold opponents to very low point production.
Latham inside, got the attention of Civil. Here's Scott. Trying to go inside, poked back by Cooper, but couldn't run it. No, that was...
You see Cooper there. I thought that was a touch and should have been Alabama ball still.
I mean, clearly. And now just about a 4-second differential between the shot and the game clock, and Kim Caldwell calling for the last shot, or close to it, in this second quarter. Robertson. Civil. Inside. Oh, Jones absolutely denied it. Weathers got to go quickly. Timmons has her shot blocked by Barker. A couple big-time shot blocks at the end. Barker with a near double-double for Tennessee in the first half, 10 and 8. Alabama actually +2 in the rebound category. It's a big emphasis for the Lady Vols, but Alabama hanging tough on the glass. We'll see how they start this second half. Third game in 7 days for the Crimson Tide, 2 of them on the road. Barker backing down, kicked out to Pauldo, who we didn't see a lot of down the stretch in the first half because of a couple fouls on her, misses her first attempt.
Alabama's got to be really tight with their ball handling. What I mean by that, they've got to pound it to the floor and keep it close to their body because of the long arms of the Tennessee defenders.
Great offensive rebound by Jones and the kick out for the triple. Civil on the baseline to Spearman. Skipped across. 3 on the way. Falls for Cooper.
We've talked about Timmons and her coming back from injury, as well as Naomi Jones. This Bama team just keeps battling.
Pauldo goes to the bench with her 3rd foul. That is a miss from Collins. She mentioned Purdue and Texas Tech, now here at Alabama. And on the other side, Kim Caldwell is in her third year as a Division I head coach. One at Marshall, second here at Tennessee. Her rise has been rapid as Cooper knocks down another one, and Tennessee has their largest lead. Jones was asking for the ball. Weathers, deep one. Carly Weathers knocks in a third three.
Something tells me this game means just a little bit more to Carly Weathers.
That was double blocked. Looked like Collins got a piece of it. Jones did too. Alabama with a little tempo. Timmons did not like that from Paul, and she hops up right in her face. That was away from the play.
So honestly, it just looked unintentional. Two players running, gets tripped up. I think Timmons thought it was purposeful, and it wasn't. You talked about the scoring woes of both teams. For Tennessee, they're turning the ball over. For Alabama, they just can't convert, especially when they get close to the rim. And that's the length of Tennessee.
Boona was trying to call for it. Collins working against Spearman. Contested three is short. And tracked down by Latham. Here comes Cooper. Tennessee with 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes and a scoring drought of almost 330 is halted by Latham.
And that looked like a miscommunication by Ramsey. Wasn't quite sure who she had, and that's what left Latham unguarded. There goes the jump.
Three from Timmons. Alabama needed it.
Her schedule is ridiculous in what she is doing, but just truly bleeds crimson.
Tennessee out of the timeout. Mia Pauldo back on the court looking to get Spearman, who is fouled inside.
And Latham now on the floor as well.
Zee Spearman, a senior from Georgia, started her career at Miami in her first 2 seasons. This is year 2. Lady Vols outscored Alabama 21-11 in that second quarter. That's the big difference in this game right now. Collins into the paint, stops and hits it.
And then that was a big bucket for the Crimson Tide.
Christy Curry asking this crowd to get into it, get behind one of the best defenses in the country.
Nice scramble out of the trap by Alabama to get solid again in the half-court defense.
Pauldo. Latham, 5 to shoot. Latham rises up and gets the roll. Timmons step back. Into the corner for Ramsey, who is bumped by Pauldo, and that is number 4 on Mia Pauldo. Tennessee yesterday, they were down 17 in the first half of that game and came back to win.
Well, Kentucky just showing remarkable fight these last 2 games. Now they're going to be able to be at the free throw line. I do think as disruptive as this defense is for Tennessee, as they continue in SEC play and want to make a long run in postseason, minimizing some of these fouls.
Talked about the national implications for these 2 teams as far as seeding goes in a game like this, but also if you're Tennessee, one of the only unbeatens left in SEC play.
Alabama is like back to the matchup zone.
90 seconds left in the third quarter.
I'll take it back to play. No, in the matchup zone, miscommunication.
Latham lays it in.
It's a lot easier to say it over here than when I was on the sideline.
8 seconds to shoot for Alabama. Collins ducks through and has her shot blocked by Spearman. Tennessee running. Cooper in the paint, turns, finds herself wide open. Offensive rebound, Spearman, and she converts.
as Cooper was getting in the paint, was positioning herself for that offensive rebound. Even before Cooper let go of the ball, she positioned herself on that right side and had her hands ready and takes it up strong for the and one opportunity. You see her there. Rotation, miscommunication, a little bit of trip too. Spearman's already on that right side to get the rebound and put it back in.
Converts the three-point play. Had 20 points, 8 rebounds in their dominant win over Arkansas last week. Timmons with the answer. She has had a couple timely buckets.
It's a veteran player who does not want to lose. I think this is a big defensive opportunity for Alabama. They need to try to keep this to single digits and try to force a turnover.
And there it is. Ramsey inside lays it in.
Alabama has a foul to give. I don't know if they would do that here.
5 to shoot. Cooper inside, blocked. And Alabama cuts the lead to 5. Only 6 points off turnovers for Tennessee. Good crowd here at Coleman Coliseum. Alabama started the week at Missouri on Monday, at Auburn on Thursday. They finished the 3-game week with 10 minutes right here at home. Cooper misses the first shot, offensive rebound, and then a tie-up that'll go back to Alabama. Now Carly Weathers. She's hit 3 triples in this game, but it's been a minute since the last one. Ace Austin gets downhill in the recovery by Civil, who is an exceptional athlete. Again, we talk about Mia Pauldo doesn't turn the ball over. Ace Austin's in the same category, playing 20-plus minutes a game and averages just over a turnover a game.
Well, I think as much as we talk about the scoring of both those freshman point guards, it's the basketball IQ by both of them.
Timmons, an 85% free throw shooter. And gets the first. Our We Back Pat triple header capped off by 4th-ranked Texas and Texas A&M. Little rivalry. Moody Center in Austin. I'm sure they are thrilled to see the friendly confines of Moody after those 2 trips.
Big shake for a Texas A&M graduate.
Weathers with the steal. Timmons back to Weathers. Inside, Jones has a size mismatch, misses, offensive rebound, and she is fouled at the second chance. There's free throw, no good for Naomi Jones. Gets the second one to cut this lead to just 2. The closest this game has been since it was 21-19 early second quarter.
Alabama looking to trap Cooper anytime she has those high on ball screens, and smartly she just gets rid of it.
Prawl with a strong take. Janiah Prawl, the first Lady Vol from Canada. Played some internationally at the youth level with Team Canada. Pauldo also back into the game with 4 fouls in her first action, going to come defensively for the Lady Vols. So she has to be careful with 8:23 to play. 4 assists per game in that span as well. So great creator as a true freshman.
But the scoring's been tremendous in these last 8 games. 4 different career highs.
26 against Mississippi State, one of those. Weathers on the drive, stops and hits it in the paint, back to a 2-point game. An air ball in the crowd, letting them hear it.
Alabama and Christy Curry getting the call that she wants set up right in front of her bench.
Timmons lost it for a moment. 4 to shoot. Timmons fires. Timmons hits it! Their first lead since it was 1918.
They've really been using the 5 out for the most part here today. Here comes the on ball again for Cooper, and there's the trap.
7 to shoot. Pauldo Pauldo driving and fouled on the way to the hoop by Timmons. Without Essence Cody, had 24 in their win over Kentucky here just about 10 days ago as Pauldo hits the first free throw.
Again, it's a defensive team. We see it. They're holding this Tennessee team to 54 points, who came in averaging 81 a game. And, I mean, Clara Strack's one of the best post players in the country for Kentucky, and they held her to a low all season. Collins getting called for that offensive push-off. Alabama has one of the fewest turnover foul ratios on this season. Averages just at 13 a game. Key for them, make Tennessee score from the field. Don't put them at the free throw line.
Pauldo fires and hits it. And there's a player down on the court. Barker holding her head and in some serious pain.
You see, just as Barker's dropping her head to try to get inside position, Ramsey's there and runs right into, Jones's shoulder. Really unfortunate for Tennessee. At the elbow, where Alabama likes to make some of the passes to get into the offense or into the low post, Spearman's made it really hard for Alabama to execute offensively.
Timmons around the screen from Jones. Timmons feeling confident, and why not? Cooper kind of wildly, and it looked like Scott blocked that shot. Big spot for Alancia Ramsey. Spearman has 4. Pauldo has 4 for Tennessee. Pauldo, wild shot. Saved back in and laid in by Prawl. Collins cut off. Bounce pass was low. Scott did a good job just to handle it, but the layup too strong.
That shot was affected by the length of Tennessee and Todd. And hey, if you're a Tennessee fan, you got to feel good about the future because you have 3 freshmen on the floor right now at crunch time for the Lady Vols.
Prawl, Civil, and Pauldo, a big part of it. Pauldo, got it! Timeout, Alabama. Mia Pauldo has been in foul trouble most of the day, still with 11 points. Timmons to Ace Austin. Austin gets inside, lays it in. Pauldo almost lost the handle, but able to flip it out to Civil.
Cooper wisely comes to get the ball.
8 to shoot. Cooper on Ace Austin. Off the glass. She has been so good. 2:40 to play. Collins on the handoff. Kicks out for Austin. And that shot's too strong from the freshman. 10 to shoot. Pauldo driving and blocked out of bounds. Spearman back in for Tennessee, going at Jones. Both playing with 4 fouls. Got to get buckets and got to get them quick.
Tennessee getting through all the screens. They're beating Alabama to the spot right now.
Another Alabama turnover. That's 13.
So right now, if I'm Alabama, I try to get a 5 count. Try to get the ball back without any time going off the clock.
Civil using her athleticism to get the inbound pass. And they will foul Spearman. Pretty physical with Civil on the catch as well. She's another 56% free throw shooter.
Box out here. They had issue with this against Auburn. Doesn't matter with Spearman hitting both of them. And now Alabama, they don't need threes, but they need to play with pace.
Austin looking for help.
Again, credit Tennessee. They're beating Alabama to the spot, so it's difficult for them to execute their offense.
Timmons misses. Ramsey kept it alive. Alabama needs the ball to fall quickly. Another miss. Austin keeps that one alive. It's thrown away right to Cooper. Talaysia Cooper now a 65% free throw shooter on the season. And gets the first.
They would get it out quick, push with pace. And now at 10 points, if they can get a 3, they need to get the 3, but not waste time trying to get a 3. Get points.
Some bodies hit the ground. I think it's going to be a foul against Tennessee. It'll go against Spearman, and that is 5 on her.
Miss Ramsey with that slip.
Weathers in the paint. Ramsey, an offensive rebound, goes right back up and misses, and it falls out to Prawl. And that is just about going to do it. They will foul Mia Pauldo.
I credit the length and speed of Tennessee for altering a number of those shots. She's fearless. She's just tough. And a number of times shot clock was getting skinny, and she still created for her team. 10 fourth quarter points for Pauldo.
13 on the game as Tennessee leads by 12 on We Back Pat weekend. The Lady Vols showing up big. Ace Austin's 3 is no good. There's a whistle. Your expectation for that game that our fans will see next?
Texas A&M playing a lot of young players. I've seen remarkable improvement from the Aggies.
Certainly going to be motivated coming off those 2 losses to a couple of the best teams in the country.
I don't think it matters. They're coming off 2 losses. That is a rivalry.
Alabama does not appear that they will foul again, and Tennessee rolls into Tuscaloosa and makes it 6 straight. The 20th ranked Lady Vols trending up, one of 3 unbeaten teams remaining in SEC play.
First of all, for Alabama, just 3 games, 7 days at No Essence Cody, really difficult, and I thought they battled from start to finish.